Our channel teamed up with Naru Team House and Gamaga will giving away an iPhone 12 Pro to one lucky winner every month. Winner will be selected randomly. You can check link in description now and test your luck.
Alright, so today we're making a tri-tip. Sous vide tri-tip. Now let's go! Rosemary salt, if you know, you know. And most of you do. Sergeant Gilbert reporting for duty. Do that on both sides and really just dip it around everywhere. Now bag it up with some rosemary, unsalted butter, and crushed garlic. Just seal it up. Now into the bath it goes at 130 degrees for an hour and 45 minutes. Okay, now this next part is super important. To find out what it is, go to the link in my bio and click it and watch my latest YouTube video. You know I love you when I'm out. Okay, first, allow me to take a moment to apologize to all Italians out there and to the country of Italy as a whole, because we are making the much requested American fettuccine alfredo. Now let's go! Now, we're not savages. We're still gonna salt the pasta water and drop that fettuccine, whole stick of butter cut into cubes and divide it in half. Pan on, low to medium heat, add half your butter, tilt the pan, and add your garlic. Butter's going slightly golden brown. Now it's time for some Sergeant Gilbert action. Doo-doo-doo! Now, red chili flake, pan back down, and before the chili flakes burn, quickly add your cream, Parmigiano Reggiano. Before you strain the pasta, add some of the water to the cheese and let it break down. Heat's nice and low. Now, little by little, let's start working in the rest of the butter. And finally, our Parmesan sludge. Taste for seasoning. When your pasta's just about done, add that in and work it in. Go ahead and plate it up. And a little more cheese if you so desire. Well, Americans, I hope you're happy because this is still absolutely delicious. Until next time, you know I love you when I'm out. Listen to this. Now let's go! First things first, we need to remove all the moisture from this chicken wing's skin. Do this by placing them on a wire rack and leaving them in your fridge overnight. Get them into a big Ziploc bag, and now just pour over this baking powder and spice mixture. Just shake it up. Now back on the tray, skin side up. Now into the oven at 300 for 20 minutes. After 20, remove from the oven. Crank the heat to 425. When the oven's up to temp, wings back in. I'm talking crispy, my friends. Eat them as they are, toss them in sauce, do whatever you want. You know I love you, and I'm out. Look at that marbling. Oh yeah. Slice. I want to show you a really cool marinade that I use for beef. It's unique. Let's go! Mortar and pestle, 3 cloves smashed garlic, 2 tablespoons chipotle, fresh ground black pepper, 2 tablespoons cilantro stalks, 2 tablespoons shallot. Start working it until it's a nice little paste. 1 tablespoon soy sauce, 1/4 cup avocado oil. Marinade on, get in there and work it. Now cover and marinate for as long as you can handle it. That's the truth about marinades, isn't it?
So now I pulled this meat out.
Tempered it for half hour, let's cook. Super hot grill pan, okay, meat in. So after 2 minutes, I get a quarter turn. So 2 minutes and flip, rest. Pull right around 130 degrees. Rest for about 6 minutes. Now slice against the grain. My friends, what do you want from me? Now a little squeeze of lime. Alden salt, that's where most of our seasoning is coming from. A little more pepper. Forget it. No joke, one of the best pieces of meat I've had in a long time. I love you, and I'm out. Now, I am no expert smoker, but you know I dabble. Now let's go. So this is gonna be a completely experimental cook. Soy sauce, fish sauce. I don't smell it. A little My Poi sweet chili sauce, some brown sugar, chili flake, ginger, and some lime juice, some water. Almost forgot, need Sergeant Gilbert. Straight in. Now reserve half of your marinade. So I'm using this flat meat in hopes it turns out like a tiny little brisket. Now cover and marinate for a couple hours. Straight wood for this smoke. Now I'm gonna smoke at 250 degrees. I'm gonna brush these, flip, and brush again with that marinade you saved. Pull at 200 degrees, or just rest in some parchment paper 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, let's scope the result. First we'll cut like this, then we'll turn sideways and go against the grain. This meat feels incredible. I mean, just look at that. Make sure to like and follow. You know I love you, and I'm out. Today we're gonna be making an unforgettable leg of lamb. And I also have a very special guest with me. And that's my brother Louis. Now let's go! We're starting with Louis' lamb marinade. Dude. Okay, now we're gonna cold smoke this lamb for 1 hour. Dude, you're not wearing socks or shoes. It's like late November. Dude, bro. Here it is, totally raw, but nice and smoky. Make sure to give Lewis a follow. He's a beautiful musician and he will heal your soul. Tagged right here. Now low to medium heat pan, we're gonna sear this lamb.
Weigh it down, baby.
About 6-8 minutes on either side.
Woo! Bake at 375.
Pull at 130 degrees internal, wrap it up really good, and rest for 30 minutes. Little pan sauce. Cheers, dude.
Yeah! Ooh. Whoa, dude! Oh! You know we love you and we're out!
Okay, back to the fastest turkey recipe on TikTok. Check my last post to see how I broke down this turkey, and let's go! Okay, this is so easy. First, a bed of thick cut onions, just a little avocado oil, legs and thighs, and breasts. So we're gonna cook these in the same pan, but pull them at different times. Make sure they're as dry as possible. Avocado oil, and then just season generously on both sides. If you know, you know. These are not your average steaks. They come from my buddy Hobbs at Sisters Cattle Co. And we are hoping to educate you today on responsible beef production. I'll explain. Now let's go! Look, a lot of the practices in beef production in this country are appalling, but today we're here to talk about Hobbs and what he's doing. He practices regenerative grazing, which reestablishes the ancient balancing act where grazers, plants, microbes, and fungi form a complete cycle, building a carbon-rich soil. That means these cows are on the move all the time, and they're eating a diet of 50 different plants and grasses. And trust me, you can taste it. Look, our message today is to support local farms and support responsible farming practices. What he does is good for the soil, good for the cows, and good for us. And as an added bonus, this beef, it's definitely some of the best I've ever had. I guarantee you, no matter where you live, there is a local farm you can be supporting right now. Do a little Googling and you'll find them. Until next time, my friends, you know I love you and I'm out! Look, this is not your average burger. Because the beef inside is not your average beef. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Now let's go! Without a doubt, the best American Wagyu I've ever tried, raised by my buddy Chris at LetThereBeBeef.com. You don't even need oil when you cook this stuff, it just cooks in its own fat. Look, no salesy BS. In my honest opinion, this is the best ground beef I've ever tried. It literally melts in your mouth. Look at all that fat. Woo! So Chris has a very small herd of Wagyu cattle, and I have seriously never ever seen it at such a cheap price. I put a link in my bio here on TikTok to his website. Just click that link and get in on this beef. You will not be disappointed. Look at this. Another thing I love about this beef is you can save all that fat, roast some potatoes, make some Yorkshire puddings. Amazing. My mouth is watering. Yes! You gotta just trust me and get some of this at $5.99 a pound. It is the cheapest American Wagyu you're ever gonna find. Until next time, my friends, you know I love you and I'm out. Okay, we've got another Code Ramsay. We're attempting his perfect scrambled eggs. Gordon, I hope you're watching. Now let's go! Starting with that heavy pot. Ouch. 3 eggs. A little knob of butter broken up a little bit. I checked and our knobs are exactly the same size. The heat, just a touch over medium, and immediately begin beating those eggs. A constant beating, kind of like Gordon's time with Marco Pierre White. So about 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, constantly beating. And we'll do that 3 or 4 times. Dude, I did not mean to do that. And back on. Clear those sides down so they don't stick. Now, when they're looking like this, about a ½ tablespoon creme fraiche. Stop that cooking process, season it up a little, and some fresh cut chive. Some beautiful toasted sourdough, touch of quality olive oil, and your perfect scrambled egg. I hope you like it. It tastes delicious, but we're gonna leave it to Gordon. Wait, sorry. Say what, Gordon? Could you say it one more time? Woo! You know I love you and I'm out!